Hey guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and today we're going to talk about Laguna Seca Blue E46 M3's. Remember, if you like what you see on this channel, hit the subscribe button, like and share this video so our channel can grow. Get your Glenn's Car Collection merchandise. All that money goes back into the channel. And remember to leave your comments below. I read each and every comment. I will respond to it. All right, so my favorite topic in the world, the E46 M3, and then my favorite color. Well, I love my Mystic Blue E46 M3, but as you remember, my first one was Laguna Seca Blue. Now, the market has really gone crazy for all E46 M3s, and then obviously there's a premium for Laguna Seca Blue, so we'll discuss that in this video. It's a very hot day in New Jersey. It's about 90 degrees, so I'm going to run the air conditioning while I talk, so forgive me for that. So one of my favorite sites, Bring a Trailer. That car is dangerous. That is crack for car enthusiasts. There's so many cool cars on there. Now, I don't know, never bought anything off that site. I don't know if they are, good cars or mechanically basket cases, who knows. But I remember 5-6 years ago, an '01 Laguna Seca Blue with the less desirable gray interior. Most people want black, mine was black. Sold for like $21,000, and all the comments were, remember, this is 5 or 6 years ago. I think the car had about 60,000 miles, maybe 67,000 miles, and all the comments were, that's crazy, no E46 M3 should ever be a $20,000 car, Laguna Seca Blue, wasn't popular when it came out, the whole bit. And now things have changed and people have really done the opposite. Now, when I had my E46 M3, they weren't that popular originally. A lot of people didn't like that color. They wanted silver, they wanted carbon black, they wanted Imola red, they wanted all these other colors, which are great colors. In the beginning, when BMW first came out with the car in 2001, the signature color was Laguna Seca Blue, but most people didn't buy it in that color. And they only made about 14 to 1,800 cars during the 2001 to 2004 run. And even though the E46 M3 carried 2 more years, 05 and 06. And, Phoenix Yellow, which was an original color too back from 2001, didn't get much love either. Now you see both of those are going up because obviously they were built in rare numbers. So, if you follow the channel, my first E46 M3, which was Laguna Seca Blue, black interior, sunroof elite manual coupe, got stolen. And I almost replaced it in 2017, and I really regret not doing this. I had met a gentleman at our local Cars and Coffee who actually knew when we both had Cayman S's. We started talking, and he said, "Hey, are you Glenn?" And he doesn't follow my YouTube, but he remembered me from when we both had Cayman S's. He gave me a ride once in his car to hear his exhaust because I was looking for an exhaust for my car. And he had this beautiful low mileage Laguna Seca Blue M3. I think it was an '01. I said in that video it was either '01 or '02, and it had 44,000 miles. And at that time he wanted, remember, this is going back to 2017 before they went crazy in price. He wanted like high 20s. I say in that video it was probably like 29 or something like that. And I was going to buy it. I had to make room. I had to sell my S2000 to get it. I didn't really want to sell my S2000 because I love that car. And then unfortunately I got laid off. Well, first he changed his mind about selling it to me, and then I got laid off, and then he was redoing his kitchen or something, or his house, and he needed the money to finish that, and then he came back to me while I was unemployed and said, if you want to buy it for that price, you can have it. And that was a good price because the cars just started going up, and I knew they were going to continue to go up for Laguna Seca Blue, and I wanted to really wanted my old car back, which obviously wasn't possible, so this would have been perfect. Unfortunately, I'm still unemployed. I had a pass. It sold in a second. I think there was even a bidding war for 2 people, and it sold for more. But now Laguna Seca Blue prices are getting ridiculous. I love my Mystic Blue. I'm not changing it. I don't think it's probably worth the premium now for Laguna Seca Blue, but you decide. Let me know in the comments below if it does. So recently on Bring a Trailer, there were 2 auctions, and I'll get into the final price later and what these mileage has. There was a 2001, and both of these cars look beautiful. Again, you don't know how mechanically good they are. Remember, E46 M3s are about 17 years old now, my 2003 car. So even if it's, they were high-strung sports cars to begin with and expensive to maintain, and they'll continue to do that their whole life. And now they're 17, 18, 19-year-old cars, so stuff's going to break and wear out, which can get expensive unless you can do the work yourself. So keep that in mind with any E46 M3. As much as I plug how great those cars are, you know, my father always says it's like, you know, it's like a fighter jet. You know, after you fly it, you got to do maintenance. And that's how the E46 M3 can be. If you drive it enough, you're going to have to do, you know, maintenance all the time. So 2 cars. Now, the first one I thought may be an anomaly, like, hey, you know, it's just 2 guys bidding against each other. But this happened twice very close together. So one was an '01. And then one was a 2002. So they were both 6-speed manual. I believe they both had black interiors. They were both coupes. And some of them had modifications. One had like a CSL spoiler. Another one had some suspension and an aftermarket front bumper. But they look great. I mean, the spec was great, and the wheels and everything like that. One had 19-inch wheels. I think one had CSL wheels or CSL replica wheels or something like that. So they look good cars. But none of them were 100% stock. I've always said if your car is 100% stock, that's the easiest way for it to go up in value. But they were clean cars. No accident cars, which are huge. That makes a big difference for value. Again, these cars are 17, 18, 19 years old. Not having an accident, you know, with the owners or the miles they've been driven is pretty impressive. So obviously a clean Carfax car will sell a lot for more than, say, for a dirty Carfax, if, you know, there's any kind of damage or accidents, or maybe even multiple accidents over 17 years. So one of these cars sold for the '01 sold for $40,000. Now keep in mind, Bring a Trailer charges a 5% premium. So that means you're paying a $2,000 commission to Bring a Trailer. So you're already into it $42,000 before you pay sales tax in your home state. So in New Jersey, we pay 6.625%. So figure that is another $2,000, $2,500. So you're really into it for $44,500. And then you got to ship it from wherever that car was to wherever you live. Figure you're going to want to, you just bought that at an auction, you're going to want enclosed shipping, and that's going to cost you another $1,000 or $2,000. So really, the new owner's into this car for about $46,000. So is it going to go up to 50? I don't know. He'd definitely have to sell it on Bring a Trailer for sure. Then, so all right, so maybe that's an anomaly. It had the CSL spoiler and everything. It was a beautiful looking car. You know, somebody just had to have it, and they'll pay a premium to get it right now. But then, right after that, another Laguna Seca Blue came up with the exact same mileage, but it was a 2002, and it sold for $40,250 because it's a year newer. Same exact miles, actually, $250 more. So again, that person is into it probably 46 grand after they pay the Bring a Trailer fee, they pay the sales tax in their home state, they get the car home. So very, very expensive. So the surprising thing, all right, so, you know, there's been low mileage Laguna Seca Blue E46 M3 coupes, you know, with black interior, 6-speed, and they had sunroofs. I think they both had sunroofs, I believe, that sold in the 40s. There's a lot of comps of those cars that sold in the 40s. But what I thought was insane about this is both of them had, guess how many miles they had? You're not going to believe this. 85,000 miles. Now, again, I've always said with the E46 M3s, you buy on mileage, not condition. When I was looking for mine, which had 90,000 miles, mine was in better mechanical shape than cars that had 30 or 40,000 miles that had been sitting for many years or just neglected and never maintained. I have a stack of receipts, you know, this big on my car, and that's why it works so well. So, and these cars may be mechanically perfect too. I haven't inspected them. I have no idea. But 85,000 miles for 40-something thousand, that's insane. So I would put at least $10,000 on a Laguna Seca Blue Premium. So say they're 40,000 for argument's sake, or 42 with the Bring a Trailer Premium. So that would be 32. So I think we're going to see, you know, high mileage E46 M3s very soon in the 30s. Typically when cars hit about 20, and it's not exact, of course not, when they're about 20 years old, you'll see people, you know, there'll be all kinds of articles and videos about celebrating the E46 M3, which was a game changer certainly for BMW and BMW M. So 2001 was the first model year here. So we're going to see that next year at 2021. And then usually when they hit 20 years, they'll start going up, and a lot of times the peak value will be 30 years. So the peak value may be 2031. So I think right now, if you're going to buy an E46 M3, I would say you probably have a window of, you know, 6 to 18 months to buy one. I think once it's celebrating the 20th anniversary and BMW does a lot of stuff with these cars, and you'll see journalists write articles and YouTube videos, I think we're really going to see a big pop in the E46 M3. Now, if you look at like Bring a Trailer sales or any sales you can get, maybe eBay, any comps you can get, maybe the any E46 M3 forum, you see that the prices have changed drastically in 5 years. They probably went up 5 or 10 grand. And I would expect another jump sometime in 2021. Now, everything, what's going on with the disease and everything and the economy, I wouldn't be surprised if that gets delayed. That's why I think you have between 6 and 18 months actually to acquire one. But I think certainly within the next 18 months, we're going to see a big bump in prices, especially for ones that have clean Carfaxes and maintenance records and manual transmissions. All right, guys, so let me know what you think. Are these prices insane or what? Do you think they're going to go down? Do you think they're going to go up? Do you think they're going to stay the same? Leave all those comments below. I will respond to each and every one. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.